A college sophomore named Riley made $430 last week without missing a single class. Not from a part-time job at the dining hall, not from asking her parents for money, from something she does between classes on her phone that most of her classmates would call not a real way to make money, right up until she showed one of them the deposit. Here's what nobody tells students. The advice you usually get is get a part-time job, work retail, wait tables. That advice isn't wrong exactly. It's just outdated. It assumes trading hours for a fixed low wage is the only option available to you, when the truth is, students right now have access to income streams that didn't exist for their parents, and most students never look past the first Google result.
First one, selling class notes and study guides. Not cheating, not homework for hire. Clean, well-organized notes from classes you're already taking, sold to other students in the same class through a note-sharing platform. A business major sells his notes for $8 to $18 per class set, does this for 4 classes a semester, and clears around $200 a semester doing zero extra work beyond what he was already required to do. He was going to take the notes anyway. Now, the notes pay him back. Second, tutoring younger students in whatever subject you're already good at. Not through an expensive agency, directly through local parent Facebook groups or a campus bulletin board. A freshman who's strong in algebra tutors 2 local high schoolers twice a week. $25 an hour. Cash. That's $200 a month for 4 hours a week of something she'd probably help a friend with for free anyway.
Third, managing social media for small local businesses that don't have time to post consistently. A student majoring in something completely unrelated, biology, runs Instagram accounts for 2 local restaurants near campus. She posts 3 times a week, replies to comments, and takes photos when she eats there anyway. $150 a month per business. 2 businesses. The owners don't need a marketing degree. They need someone who understands how a phone camera and a caption actually work, which most people her age already do without trying. Notice the pattern building already. None of these require quitting school, missing class, or learning some brand new complicated skill. They all use something the student is already doing. Taking notes, being good at a subject, being comfortable with a phone, and turns it into money that wasn't there before.
Fourth, reselling textbooks and dorm essentials at the start and end of every semester. A student buys used textbooks cheap right after finals, when everyone's desperate to get rid of them, holds on to them over the summer, and resells them right before the next semester starts when demand spikes again. $300 to $600 a semester in pure profit for maybe 10 hours of total effort spread across 2 intense weekends. The trick isn't the textbooks. It's understanding that price moves with panic, and panic happens on a predictable calendar every single semester. Fifth, campus food delivery, but the smart version. Not through an app that takes 30% off the top, but directly inside the dorm buildings themselves during finals week when nobody wants to leave their room. A student takes orders through a simple group chat, walks to the nearest fast food spot, and charges a flat $5 delivery fee per order on top of the food cost. During finals week alone, he clears $180 to $250 doing something that takes maybe 6 trips total across 5 days.
Sixth, freelance graphic design for small local events and campus clubs. A design student makes flyers, logos, and social posts for campus organizations that have a tiny budget but still need something that looks decent. $40 to $80 per project, roughly 3 projects a month. It's basically the same work she's already doing for class assignments, except this version pays her. Here's the thread connecting all 6 of these. Every one of them starts with something the student is already doing anyway. Sitting in class, being decent at a subject, scrolling a phone, buying textbooks, ordering food, making school projects, and adds one small extra step that turns it into income. None of them require a business degree. None of them require quitting anything. They just require notice.
Riley, the one from the beginning. Her thing is selling notes and doing a little bit of tutoring on the side, split about evenly. $430 in a busy week isn't every week, she'll tell you that honestly. But even her average weeks, the boring ones, land around $150, which is more than most part-time campus jobs pay for the same number of hours, minus the commute, minus the awkward schedule around classes, minus asking a manager for time off during finals. The classmate who laughed when she first mentioned it now asks her every single semester how to get started. She tells him the same thing every time. Start with whatever you're already doing anyway. The money was never hidden. It just needed someone to notice it was there. If this helped you see your own situation a little differently, subscribe for more of this. And send it to the one friend who's still convinced the only way to make money in college is a part-time shift nobody wants.